What is it like being married to a Jamaican? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, founder of Jamaicans.com, and today I talk to Reggie, a Haitian American, and Dani, a Jamaican, about their marriage journey. Welcome, Reggie. Welcome, Dani. How you guys doing?
Feeling great.
We're
Thank
doing
you.
fantastic. How are you?
Good, good. Let me tell you, I love the background. I don't know who picked it out. I'm going to say Reggie did. I'm going to say Reggie did.
It's all credit.
Come
All
on, man.
credit.
He
Get some prop. I'm giving you some. I'm giving you.
he just surprisingly approved it,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's definitely this
It's
this room
all her
is
inspiration.
me.
So
He
tell us.
just makes sure it happens.
Okay, I see.
Fair
so,
trade.
so tell us your background. Tell us a little bit of how you grew up.
Ladies first.
I was born in Jamaica. I am from Portmore, which for anyone that's not a Jamaican is a little bit outside of Kingston.
Oh, Portmore! I'm from Edgewater, Independent City. Oh,
I'm from Cumberland, so that's where I was born. I went to school for a little bit. So I went to primary school. I went to Lanterman's Prep, and I moved to the U.S. when I was about 6 years old. So in like '96, somewhere around there. And both of my parents are also Jamaican. My mom is Jamaican, my dad is Jamaican, my whole family is Jamaican, but many of them had migrated here already. And most of them, I would say, a good amount are here now. Both of my parents are also in America as well as all of my siblings. And I am definitely still very steeped in my Jamaican culture. I eat a lot of and cook a lot of Jamaican food. My family makes a lot of Jamaican food. So even though we came to America so long ago, we still, especially growing up in the church and things like that, we're still very steeped in a Jamaican community, which is very big in South Florida. So I didn't miss out too much, and I'm privileged enough to
King,
be able to go back to Jamaica often.
Kingston 21. That's what we call South Florida.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You don't lose your culture because you're still so immersed in it in South Florida. So that is actually a blessing because I love Jamaican culture. So it's very, very it's such a blessing, honestly.
Reggie?
Yeah, I mean, like we said before, prior to the cameras started rolling, I'm probably an original 305 representative. That's kind of what people from Miami say. I literally born in Jackson Memorial Hospital, so I'm born and raised in the county of Dade. Went to elementary here, middle school, everything. I was supposed to go away for college, but I ended up staying. So my entire life is Dade County, Miami, Florida. My parents, they're obviously from Haiti, Jérémie to be specific. An incredible family, loving family. Pretty much saw it all. We were originally moved to Little Haiti, to be exact, and that's kind of where we originally Sable Palm specifically. And I wouldn't say in my earlier stages of life, we ended up moving to Miami Shore. So I saw one aspect of life and then an entirely different environment, and that's kind of where I feel like it gave me my edge. It also gave me another aspect and perspective on life. So I've seen it all, being born and raised in Dade County,
All
Miami.
right, all right. So tell us your love story. How did you meet? The first date, and kind of what drew you to each other. So I know there's like three things in there: met, date, what drew you to each other.
Okay.
Okay,
You want me
interesting.
to start with the Met part?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like your version.
Okay, so I was maybe I was around 19 or so.
Mhm.
We're about 7 years apart.
Yeah.
So I was at like one of those like I think I snuck into like some 21 and older club with my friends. And in Aventura, if you're in Miami, you know that where Aventura is. There was this place called Justin's Lounge.
Mhm.
And I was there with some of my girlfriends. And at that point, like, I am a girl that I want to go out, I want to dance, and I don't really want anyone to bother me. So we just buy our own drinks, and we don't want any man to just like come harass us all night and follow us around the club. So we were like, we're buying our own drinks tonight. Like, I don't want to be bothered. We just want to have like a girls' night out. So I was on a girls' night out, and I love to dance, being not strange for a Jamaican. So I love to dance. and wind up myself, right? That's how I am.
Mhm.
And I was dancing, and my friends, were dancing around me. And then all of a sudden, Say Ah by Trey Songz comes on. And I feel somebody come up behind me, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, oh my God, some weirdo is coming up to grind on me. And I turn around and I just see like these big, beautiful eyes and this just like gorgeous face. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute now.
and not to interject, but I'm not even the type to go behind anybody and dance. I don't know. I was just feeling myself, or maybe the song that night. But
the
But I
magnetism, something drew you there.
because I'm always like, and I'm very, upfront. I'll turn around and be like, not right now. Like, please back it up. But I turned around and I don't know. I just felt very drawn to him. And I just turned back around and we kept dancing. And we danced that whole song and maybe a couple other songs. And we were just like vibing and it was nice. And I was like, oh my God, he's so fine. Like, who is this man? And after our dances, he was like, hey, do you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, I do. And then he was like, and then this was the one that set him apart. He goes, and what about your girls? Do they want a drink? I was like, 19 years old, you're like, what? You buy group drinks? Like, so, and it's like 4 girls. It's not like it's just a couple girls. It's like 4 or 5 of us. It's like a group. Like, we are
multiple rounds.
Yeah. So then he buys us all drinks.
Dollar strong.
Yeah, right. I was like, okay. He buys us drinks, and then the better part of it is he just kind of walks away. He's like, all right, enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm like, okay. And he's kind of like across with some of his friends, and me and my friends are still dancing. And then he comes back like maybe like 20, 30 minutes later. He's like, y'all want another round? And we were like, yes, we do want another round. And he buys us maybe 2, 3 rounds of drinks for all, like I said, all of us, a crew of about 4 or 5 girls. And, the club lights are about to come on. And he says the magic words. He goes, are y'all hungry?
Oh.
Because I was hungry.
Oh.
My friends were like, so maybe like out of the 5, 2 or 3 of us, we go to Denny's because we're so fancy. And we go to Denny's late night. It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And we just, me, him, my couple friends and his couple friends, we all go to Denny's and we just talk until the sun comes up. Yeah. And we exchange numbers and we just hit it off. And we have like these 2 to 3 months of just like dating, and we're hot and heavy and things are just going really well. We put up a Christmas tree together. Like, we're just having like this wonderful time. But he had informed me that he was kind of on a break in a relationship. Yeah. And that kind of caused us eventually to go our separate ways. And then we would like bump into each other over the years, like randomly at random things.
This is a movie type romance here.
It's crazy you say that.
And then you separate. Oh,
yep.
Years.
I run into him at a Fridays.
We would
one
always
night.
Orbit each other.
We would just orbit years. So we end up stop talking. We have like a conversation where he's like, oh, I'm feeling conflicted. I'm like, okay, well, this isn't going to work for me. We separate. We don't talk for years. I bump into him at a Fridays one night. And he tells me at that point that he's married. Yep. And that he's had a child. This is like 2 years later. And I'm like, okay. And we kind of like, I'm like, okay, well, you're married. Like, that's that. And I wish him the best. And then I don't see him again. And then like a couple years later after that, he comes to like a club that I'm like dating the DJ at the time. Mm-hmm. And he like walks into the club with his crew. And I'm like, oh my God, I run to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, do you remember this guy I told you about? To one of my friends. I was like, he's here. And I don't know. And he's still so fine.
And I had no idea she was going to be
there.
Yeah.
And so like, we just had a couple instances like that. And do you want to talk about how so about 10 years has passed now. So
but throughout this entire decade or so of not really seeing each other, but just orbiting each other, like I would be at a concert, she would be there, but we didn't know this until we reconnected. And like, oh, you went to this too, you were here. So we were always magnetically connected to each other. It was just always orbiting each other.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow, crazy. That's amazing.
So I'm at the club with my boyfriend at the time, who is the DJ, and he walks in like with his wife at the time and like all his friends, and I'm with a girlfriend that I had told about him previously because he was one of those guys, like even though like our stint was only like 3 months, we spent a lot of time together. He left like a really lasting impression. Like he took me to my first basketball game, which was a Heat game. We put up this Christmas tree. Like we had like these very
core memories,
core like experiences that just always stuck with me. And I was like, he was just a guy that had raised my standard as far as what I should be expecting from men. So it was like a guy that I would always bring up and I would talk to about my friends when I'm talking about like my past relationships. So she had already, and I was like, do you remember? She was like, oh my God, what's he doing here? So we saw each other. We were like texting, like, he's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm with the DJ. He's like, oh my God, like this is crazy. And we kind of like had a couple conversations, but I was like, I'm in a relationship. He was like, yeah, things aren't going so well on this side. I'm about to file for divorce. And he's like telling me what's going on in his life. I'm like, but I'm in this relationship. So then another few years passes. So at this point, 10 years have passed since I met him. So 10 years passed. So now we're in 2019. This is 10 years later. From that club experience, it's been this is like another 4 years. So I haven't seen or heard from him, talked to him in about 3 or 4 years, right? Since that. Yeah. So I hadn't spoken to him. Yeah. So the relationship I was in with the DJ ends. I get my own place. I'm like, out of the relationship. I'm living on my own. And earlier that year, I had a New Year's resolution that like whenever I thought of people, I wanted to like reach out to them. So it was just like a New Year's resolution that I set for myself. Like, I want to connect to people. I want to I was kind of restarting my life now as a single woman. And I just wanted to like reconnect with some of my community that I felt like I had lost along the way in that last relationship. So it's like, whenever I think of people, I'm going to reach out and just say hi and let them know I'm thinking about them. So one of our early dates 10 years ago was at P.F. Chang's and I had spilt water in his lap. So it was a date I really remembered because I wanted to die on that date. And I was like, oh my God, I just spilled water in this guy's lap. Like he probably thinks I'm an idiot. So I'm driving by the P.F. Chang's and I think about him. And I'm like, I wonder how Reggie's doing. I wonder if he's okay. I'm assuming he's still married. I'm like, let me just reach out. And I text him and I'm like, hey, I don't know, it's Dani. I hope all is well. You crossed my mind. And, I just really hope that your life is going well. Just letting you know I thought about you. And then.
So I'm actually on my way to working out and I look at my phone and I do a triple take. I'm like, hold up. Because my friends and we had a nickname for her. I would always call her FIU because she was going to FIU at the time. I was like, yo, FIU just hit me. So I called one of my boys. I'm like, yo, FIU just hit me, my buddy Steve. And he's like, oh, not FIU. I was like, yeah, because I would always tell him about like our
and he was there the night we met.
He was there. The reason why I was even at Justin's that night was because of my boy Steve.
Oh, wow.
So long story short, she sends me a text, and at this time, I've already filed for divorce, and we're separated.
You just bought a house.
I bought a house. I'm moving in a whole different direction, and she sends me this text, and I'm getting ready to work out. And I think you were on your way to working out or coming.
We were both on our way to working out, but you called me and you're like, he doesn't even answer the text. He just called.
I just like,
wait. So hold up here. But you called your boy in between before calling. Yeah. How long before?
It doesn't add up because
how long before you called her? Because she texts you call your boy.
Not even 2 minutes.
Yeah, like he never responds to the text. He calls me within like 5 minutes of me sending the text.
So what did your boy say? Did he say call her right now?
No. He was like, nah, not if because he swore that he saw her somewhere.
Okay.
But
all right.
But anyway, so
your heart said, your heart was like, I'm not texting back. I'm calling.
Nah. So I get off the phone with him and I was like, I'm just gonna call her. So she answers the phone. I'm like, so we're catching up. We're like, no, you live where? I live here. And we're literally maybe down the street from each other. We live like not even 2 miles.
But first you're like, oh, let me call you back because I'm going to work out. Can I call you later?
I was very disciplined at that time.
I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm going to go. I'm working out too. So yeah, if I'm available, like if you catch me after this workout.
We spoke for a little bit. I had to confirm and reassure myself.
We spoke for like 5 minutes. And then you called me back. He did call me back after the workout.
So yeah, we
spoke for like an hour. And then he goes, So when can we link up? When can I see you? Because we discovered, like he was saying, we live like 10 minutes
Like down
away
the
from
street
each
from
other.
each other.
And we both had just moved into our new respective spaces. So it was
Mhm.
like, oh my God, like I live down here, you live right here.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, so when am I gonna see you? And I was like, oh, like next week, like this weekend I'm a little busy,
And
but
I was like, what are you doing no, not tonight,
tomorrow.
but tomorrow? Because she
Yeah.
said she was a little
Because
busy.
it was like a Thursday. So he's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, I might be going out. He was like, nah, meet me at Houston's tomorrow at 8:00.
Straight up. Yeah, it didn't even matter if she was busy or not.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And we met at Houston's.
She was super late.
I was 30 minutes late.
Nah, you were like 45 minutes late. And I'm like,
Jamaican, Haitian time, Jamaican time.
We're gonna get into that.
We'll get into that.
But I get to Houston's and I see him, and that's like October, like mid-October of 2019.
Yeah.
And we have not been apart since.
Since literally.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah, we went on that first date and we had a blast.
And then COVID hits, and COVID actually broke up a lot of people because would be stuck for so long. You're like, oh, this is how you really are. Nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? But that actually drew us together, and we literally have not been separated since.
Yeah, we went on that first date, and we've been together ever since. There was no break. There was no like, oh, let me go date somebody else. It was like, okay, we're together. Like this is it.
Yeah.
All right. That is great. I can't imagine, wedding day, how that was when y'all told that story at wedding day. It was probably amazing.
Yeah, we had it on our on our wedding website. We gave the story, and we share it all the time because we love our story because
it's an awesome one.
Story. Yeah, for anything, my
Full
stepmom
circle.
always says, if anything, if you let go of something that comes back, it was meant to be. Mm-hmm. And that's definitely what happened. So we call our story our full circle story.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So let's get into some of the cultural things, cultural differences. How did you all navigate these cultural differences in your relationship? The Haitian American or Haitian background, you're Jamaican. Talk to us a little bit about how that played in. I mean, there's an attraction, definitely. How did that play a role?
If I can start, although Haitians and Jamaicans are different in a lot of ways, but we're very similar too. If I could touch on that, I mean, family oriented, for the most part, a religious based group. We are big on our village and our support group. So I think that is kind of what helped us as far as differences. There's stigmas. There's being Haitian and being in South Florida. At one point, it was actually frowned upon or whatever it was. There's always hesitations when it comes to dating a Haitian or dating people of Haitian descent because of, just the things that are put out there. But we never saw that together. That never ever crossed my mind, and I don't think that ever crossed her mind, not once. Now, when it came to family and people and other people, maybe.
I was surprised to learn of the cultural differences. Mm-hmm. Like you said, there are some stigmas. I was raised with and have heard, unfortunately, negative stereotypes and negative things about Haitians, but I was always around Haitians growing up. Like there were the Haitian kids in my church. I had Haitian friends. I had dated other Haitian guys before. Like I just never subscribed to it, but I had definitely heard it. And it was definitely something that was brought up when I said, I'm seriously dating this Haitian man. Mm-hmm. There were comments from some family members. So it is a real thing, but I feel like culturally, the Haitian culture is such a beautiful culture. Like everyone I have met in his family is so kind. They're a lot more gentle than Jamaicans, in my opinion. I don't know.
I grew up in a loving family.
Jamaican women and Jamaican people are just very we call it raw, very just to the point, blunt. We say it like it is. You might get a cussing, you don't know what you're gonna get. And I actually find Haitian women and Haitian people to be just a lot more like even keeled in a lot of ways. They're not as like confrontational. They're not as rah-rah in your face. They're a lot more conservative in a lot of their like values and the way they go about life. Like very conservative, very steeped in a lot of religious. Because I feel like Jamaicans are religious, but like they'll just still cuss you. You know, it's just you never know what you're gonna get, and we'll still like dance on our head top and go to church on Sunday. Like who you never know. But Haitians are much more reserved.
Very
I'm
conservative.
obviously I'm making broad generalizations, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying from my experience being in a Haitian family now, it's different as far as some of the cultural norms that we have. They are different
Yeah,
from
my family is
Jamaicans.
very, very, very reserved.
Very
like,
when our families
conservative.
come together, you could always tell who's a
Yeah,
family member of
yeah.
mine and who's a family member of his. And not based on looks, but just based on just behavior.
You
Like
could,
my
you,
family.
you could probably watch from a distance and say,
Yeah.
that's a Jamaican family member, that's a Haitian family member, and just pick them up.
Yeah,
Not even hearing them.
Yeah.
So,
it's very obvious.
Big
So,
energy.
so has there ever been a misunderstanding culturally? Maybe, for example, your spouse, you said a word or a term that for Jamaican, it really doesn't, it means this, but it was misunderstood in a way. Have you ever come up on that before?
I think sometimes my tone, my like
Mhm.
forwardness and me being so blunt and to the point, I believe is a cultural thing.
Mhm.
We've had to work through some of that where I just feel like you should just say it, and he feels like no, you shouldn't just say it like that. And
Yeah.
you're pretty straightforward too, but I do think just maybe based on the way you're maybe used to seeing maybe
Yeah.
women in your family kind of communicate.
For sure. I mean, I would say for the most part, more so delivery. I mean, because the point is still the point. I think we both have this. We're trying to make the same point, but sometimes it's just the delivery of it. Like she even stated that a little bit more in your face, a little bit more aggressive with it, and they don't even mean to be that way. It just comes off that way. So I'm like, look, you can get you can get your same point across if you just said it this way, as opposed to being like, I don't, I didn't subscribe to that, but I'm learning.
I don't mean nothing by it though. I don't mean anything. I just feel like I should just be able to say it.
Yeah.
So I know that is something that we've always worked on, and I
Yeah.
continue to work on. Just
and I'm a very direct person as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't really sugarcoat too much, but just
Raw
seeing how
she said it. Raw child. We don't play.
there's definitely a term for it.
Yeah, we definitely. But he loves like a lot of the like isms and the crazy stuff.
I love it. I blurt it out randomly all the
Yeah,
time.
like he knows, like he'll be like, oh, like I'll be like, yeah, my chest is high. Like he'll be like, your chest's too high right now. Like you need to bring it in.
Yeah.
So he'll say like little. He loves all the because my mom, I know a lot of isms and a lot of just random little sayings. So he loves when I just blurt them out, especially to her. He hears them a lot now because of the
parables
children
and the stories,
Yeah.
and how like this nursery story correlates with life, and
Yeah.
the little sayings. I'm like, damn, man, you said you didn't really say much, but it's so deep. I'm like,
and it's funny. So he loves that part.
So let me ask you this, Dani. Is there some like Haitian traditions or cultural things that you find that you have embraced now that you guys have been in this relationship, and things you love?
Yeah, the warmth,
Mhm.
the just like they're very about respect
Mhm.
and just being respectful to whoever. And sometimes when they say familiarity breeds contempt,
Mhm.
and I have some experience with that in my own family where family members feel they could just say whatever, do whatever, comment on whatever body part, talk about this, talk about that.
Mhm.
Where I actually do appreciate the reservation in his family and the kind of care they take with how they speak to one another. They're a part of each other's lives, and they're going to show up for each other, but they're not in each other's business.
Mhm.
And they're not messy, and every family has its stuff. I'm not saying that they're perfect, but I just find the level of respect that and just reverence for each other, I think is
Mhm.
really beautiful. to be close and also still just be very gentle and very mannerable in the way you're interacting with your family members. I think that's beautiful. And I think Haitian culture uh, is just so underestimated. Like these are the strongest people on the planet. Like I don't understand how anyone could have anything
Western
negative.
Hemisphere, first Black Republic. I mean,
Yeah, these are revolutionary. Like we have two, like our two little girls, and our 4-year-old is very strong-willed. And my friend is always like, "What were you expecting from a Haitian Jamaican child? Like this is the strongest blood on the planet."
Oh boy, freedom fighter.
Yeah, like
what does Alicia call her?
my friend calls her a general in the army of the Lord. Like she must have been that before she came to Earth. She's so strong. And it's like, what else are you gonna get from a Haitian Jamaican mix? Like, that is the strongest will ever.
And we embrace it. Sometimes I try to suppress it, like, look, not today. I don't have the capacity for it, but she is definitely a firecracker. But we love it.
Awesome. So let me ask you this, Reggie. Is there a Jamaican slang or term that find yourself using since you're?
Yeah, if I could say, I love cursing in patois. I don't know if I can say that right now, but
it just so. But
oh man, it's different when you say it in patois. I'm like, damn.
And then I'm like, do you know what that means?
And sometimes I just say it, but it's like the worst thing on earth, like from the Jamaican culture. But it just sounds so aggressive, and I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue a little bit easier, and it just sounds crazy. But I would say my favorite term right now that I've been overusing is yam and scram. Yam and scram. It's like, I don't know.
We'll go to like a baby shower. He's like, okay, we're gonna yam and scram, right?
Or we'll call people who like because we're big on hosting and throwing events, and we're like, all right, get ready for the yam and scram.
So, Reggie, have you been able to take Dani to Haiti yet, and experience anything there that you've heard about from your family or whenever you had ever visited?
Surprisingly so, and then unfortunately, I haven't even been to Haiti yet.
Oh,
yeah, crazy, right? And every time I've tried to go with my cousins or family members, it just never was the right time because of the uproar,
right.
And right before I was right when I was getting ready to go, the earthquake hit a few years back. So it's just I've never had that opportunity, but I definitely want to, and we will. And we've even tried to plan trips with some of our other couple friends. It's just
hasn't happened yet.
Line up, yeah. We want to go to Labadee. I want to go back to Jérémie, where my people are from, and just see like the beautiful people, the markets, the blue water. And it's not what the media is constantly putting out there. There's beautiful parts of Haiti, and it's just not in 100% turmoil. Is it a little unsettling right now? Of course. So when the time is right, we'll definitely be going.
All right. So Dani, have you taken Reggie to Jamaica yet?
We try every year.
I have our first Valentine's Day of our reconnection. That's where we went. So after that October, that February, we did our Valentine's Day in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. It definitely, I think, solidified a lot for both of us as far as what kind of future we wanted with each other, because we had such a good time in Jamaica, and we've been back since. And we have a good time. I take him to go get pan chicken.
Yep.
And
I love pan chicken.
And I take him to I haven't taken him to Hell Show. Where did I take him? We got like fish. Like I get him the fish and the lobster and the festival, and he loves all of it. Like he embraces. There's a lot of Jamaican food he doesn't eat, but the stuff that he does eat, he loves it, and he'll eat it, every day if he has to. But we definitely go to Jamaica. We brought our children to Jamaica. Yeah. Like it. I have to go. Like if I don't go, I get an itch, and it's like, okay, like right now I'm having fun. Like I gotta go to Jamaica soon.
Our goal was to go every year. It's just that we started having kids.
Pregnant.
A little fertile over here, but what I want to experience is Christmas in Jamaica, because I hear her talk about it all the time. I hear her family talking about it all the time. So I really want to see what Christmas in Jamaica is all about, because I heard it's a big deal.
Well, you got a couple months to plan it, so.
Right.
So Reggie, what is your favorite Jamaican food?
Oh, shit, I just pick one. I would say I love your mom's escovitch fish.
Yeah, you do
I
like
love
fish.
her sister's jerk pork.
Okay.
Um, man.
All right.
Um,
That's fine. Two is
okay.
fine. You know,
Yeah.
Dani, your favorite Haitian food.
I love Haitian fish. They make
Mm-hmm.
like something called an épice,
Mm-hmm. Spices.
which is like the spices or like similar to what we would consider a jerk sauce, but theirs isn't spicy. It's like a mix up blend up of a bunch of like herbs and spices, and they use that to coat the fish, similar to what someone would maybe do with like a jerk sauce, but very mild. And then they have pickles, which is like escovitch, like times two. Like I love it. Like I think it's better than escovitch in my opinion, but it's good. It's very similar to escovitch, so like a pickled type of a thing with like cabbage and carrots. Very similar to
You put it on
escovitch,
everything.
but just a little bit spicier than your typical escovitch, and it's the vegetables are more like shredded as opposed to chopped up like an escovitch. So I love Haitian fish, and their rices
The black
are
rice.
any Haitian rice. It don't matter how they make rice.
You
They
like
can make
white
white rice, rice and peas, black rice.
I
Any
love the
Haitian
black rice.
Haitians have gotten rice down. Like they're almost like neck and neck with the Asians. Like some people just get rice, and Haitians have rice figured out. So the rice and the Haitian fish.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do a little fun game that it requires that you point at each other. I'm gonna ask a question and you point who is the person that it refers to. All right. So here we go. Who spends the most money?
It depends. It depends. It depends.
Ain't no
But no
depending.
explanation. We just need a pointing. We just need a pointing. Y'all could argue about it later on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who falls asleep first? Who eats the most? Who is the social butterfly?
It's a tie.
You're more.
Who is the better cuddler?
Yeah.
I think you're a good cover.
Who said I love you first?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Who is the better dancer?
I don't know.
Oh,
He
no.
can really dance.
Yeah, I be doing my thing. once I feel it, I feel
He
it.
can really
But
dance.
you do your thing too.
Yeah.
Who is street smart?
I mean, shit. But that gotta be me. Like,
Who's the disciplinarian?
man.
Wait, with the children or just in
Yeah,
general?
yeah.
Children, me.
Nah.
I'm a disciplinarian with
Yeah.
children.
And the last one, who's most likely to lose their phone?
Yeah. I find it all the time though.
All right, so here's a new question. So if you could have, and I'm start with Reggie, if you could have one Jamaican skill or superpower, what would that be?
I would say to have the ability to just be on island time and just be even killed because for the most part from knowing her and her family, oh man, it's like sometimes it could be something very, very serious, but everybody still is somewhat even killed for the most part. And she's taught me a lot about just giving people grace. So that's a superpower that I wish I could possess a little bit more.
All right. Dani, what's that Haitian superpower that you would want?
Haitian superpower. Besides all their beautiful long hair, because Haitian women, just a lot of them have like beautiful long hair. So I don't know if that's too vain, but I think that I would love just their resilience. Like, definitely Jamaicans have that too, but I just think the way Haitians come, like I think one of the wealthiest men in the world right now is a Haitian
The biochemist.
like a biochemist in medical, in the medical field, is now a billionaire. Like they're just, for everything that they have been through and continue to go through, and all the bad stereotyping and all just all the negativity that they continue to experience even today, for them to still come here and dominate in so many ways and still kind of keep their humanity and still be such amazing people. I would definitely love just as much of that resilience and just like go-getter ambition. I love that. I think that's amazing.
All right. What advice would you all give couples who are navigating cultural differences in a relationship?
Put the love first. I don't like block out the outside noise. Family opinions don't really matter as long as you guys are for each other. We have this thing where we always say it's always us against the problem, never the problem against us. So that's a big thing for us. It's always put love first. That's the biggest advice I could give anybody facing any type of cultural differences.
Yeah, and just try to embrace the culture. Like we have, like you said, we have so much more in common than we do have differences. And those differences can be like, we can complement each other with those differences. So it doesn't have to be like, oh, that's so different, I don't like it. It can be like, wow, that's different and I need some of that. Like, that's something that could actually help me. So just embracing the differences, embracing the things that make each of you unique, and using those as things to help propel you forward, as opposed to things that divide you or make you feel like you're so different that you can't understand, or like just having, like you said, the communication. But I just think really embracing it and learning to love those new things and being curious and being open-minded to what this person has to offer based on their culture.
Awesome stuff. Now, Dani, I know you have a channel that you broadcast on. Tell us where we could find you. I think Reggie's also on was Reggie on there? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But
on my podcast,
yeah, I've seen him on there. So tell us where folks could find you.
Yeah, so my podcast is called Triggered AF Podcast. You can go to @TriggeredAFPC on Instagram, and you can go to triggeredafpodcast.com.
All right. So this is how I typically end. Reggie, you have heard her say goodbye so many times to her Jamaican family. How does she say goodbye? And then Dani, I'm going to do the same thing to you. How does he say goodbye to his Haitian family?
It's in a funny way, because sometimes I do this a lot. When we try to wrap up, but when I know she's ready to go, she says, "All right, so what y'all about to do?" So I don't know if I'm right now, but I know I've heard her say a couple times.
Potty done.
Yeah. Potty done. That means okay, it's a wrap. We good. Everybody done.
Potty done.
That's I'm like, all right, I go.
And what do you hear Reggie say?
Probably what I just said.
Isn't it like
au revoir?
Au revoir? Yeah, au revoir. Yeah, they say au revoir. And they like mwah, do like the French, like mwah, mwah, and when they meet.
When we greet, we embrace and we kiss on the cheek for the women, and if it's the man and the man, it's always a firm handshake in the eyes. And when we leave, it's the same thing.
But you say au revoir, I think. I feel like I've heard it.
Yeah, male or au revoir.
Male or au revoir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, party done. Little more. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Amala.
Yeah.
Guys.